Okay, I'm just going to hang out up here because there's a minute to go, just in case someone else comes on and puts something in the chat. Okay, it is 5:30. So, if you're not on your mat, come onto your mat and onto your back. I'm still modifying a little bit. My back has become, oh my gosh, much better, but it's still not 100%. So I'm still being watchful, really taking care of it. Okay, put your feet on the mat with your knees bent and open your arms in a nice wide T position. Let your rib cage drop as much as possible. Take your hands to your lower rib cage. Let them drop as much as possible, chin to the chest. Keep your hands at the edges of your rib cage, one hand on each side. Inhale through the rib cage, into the rib cage, I should say, bringing out the sides of the rib cage especially. Exhale. Candles blow out. Inhale again, get into the sides. Exhale, candle breath. Feel the deep part of the core ignite at the very end of that breath. Inhale through the rib cage. Exhale, candles breath. All right, keep that lower abdominal, inner deep abdominal ignited here. Keep it ignited. So put your hands at your lower belly. So you're not sucking in the belly, you're drawing deeply down into the belly. There's a difference. We really want to work those deep, deep muscles. Chin to the chest. Hold your hands to your lower belly here. Take the left knee up just above the hip. Now bring it back down to the ground. Listen, try to do it without pushing your hands up into your belly. Try to draw the belly down the entire time, still breathing through it, up and down with that left foot. Keep the left knee up there. Inhale, rib cage. Hands on the lower belly. Exhale, candles breath. Deep, deep, deep exhale at the very end. Feel the lower abdominals ignite deep. Lift the right knee up. Now take it down to the ground. Gentle. Bring it up again. So you're trying not to press into the hands too much. Try to keep the deepest part of the core engaged here rather than pushing up into the hand. You'll push up a little into the hand, but try not to do it too much. Now leave that right knee up there, just above the hips. Flex both heels, press the lower back into the ground. Take both arms up to the ceiling. Palms are facing each other. Slowly bring the arms up and overhead. Feel the shoulders open, little clicks are okay. Thumbs get close to the ground. Now reach above you, chin to the chest. Reach, feel that in the shoulders. Now take the arms to the side to a T position, bring them back up and straighten the legs. I'm not going to do that part just because of my lower back. Straighten both legs away from you. Now bring them up toward you again. Now as you bring the arms overhead, straighten the legs. I'm just going to do the left one. And then as you bring the arms up and then all the way down to the sides of your mat, bring that knee, the knees up toward the chest. Again, arms come up and over as you straighten the legs, flex through those heels. And then up again, slow and controlled, everyone. Another. So you can see how I'm modifying. I have one knee bent and I'm keeping that foot in the ground, another. So I'm just working one side, not nearly as intense, but that way I'm keeping it's my SI joint that's the problem, keeping it out of the picture. Bring the knees up to the chest, give yourself a nice big hug here. Open the arms in a T position again. chin to the chest. Now bring the arms up to the ceiling. Take the hands together, make a little basket, scoop it under your head, nestle your head into it, and look straight up at the ceiling. Those elbows are nice and wide. Lift the head up toward the ceiling, and some of the upper back comes off the ground. And now you're igniting your upper abdominals, and start pulsing, slow pulsing right here. You're pushing straight up to the ceiling. You're not looking at your knees, you're looking at the ceiling right above you. Okay? So this is really focusing on upper abdominals. Hold your head up there, open the elbows wide. Take the right knee up to the chest, left leg straight, flex the heel, switch sides. Now, if you want to, you can move into a bicycle going side to side, lifting the torso, turning it to the side. And bring both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Wrap your arms around your legs. And great. Take your feet to the ground. Scoot your heels a little closer to your buttocks. Palms are down. Arms are somewhere between T-pose and next to your mat. Shoulders are really nice and relaxed. Now listen to this. We're going to do a really deep, deep pelvic lift. So listen up. Draw that navel down without bracing. Draw it down. Notice how if you keep drawing it down, the tailbone starts picking up and you're pressing into the sacrum. That flat part, just that upside down triangle bone right above the tailbone. Okay, now I want you to really tuck that tailbone as much as you can. You're trying to curl it really tightly as you work it up toward the belly button. So it's a really deep pelvic tilt here. Hold it. Hold it. Some more. Now listen, when we release this, slowly release, we're going to release the lower back to the ground, and we're going to pretend that we're just pressing the tip of our tail all the way to the end of our mat. Yeah, so then you're getting a little arch in the back at the end. Okay, here we go. The arch disappears as we tuck and curl, tuck and curl, tuck and curl. Nice. Tuck and curl. Nice. Hold that tuck. Hold that tuck. Relax the shoulders. Press deeply into the feet. You're still tucked in your tail. Press into the feet and slowly lift your spine off the ground, one little vertebrae at a time. So we're starting with just a nice little bridge pose. And then we're going to come back down again. Feeling the back, make contact with your mat. Reaching the tip of the tail way down towards your heels, little arch in the back. Tuck again, big tuck, big tuck, big tuck. Press into the feet, lift up. Lift up, some more, some more, some more. Press the glutes. Press your butt up toward the ceiling without clenching the anus. Walk your shoulder blades in toward one another. Arms will come in closer too. Okay, palms are still turned down. Lift a little higher here and come halfway down. Lift a little higher. Hold it. Hold it. Press the knees in toward each other and open them up. Knees in toward each other, squeeze and open. Squeeze, hold, lift, and open. Halfway down with the butt, bring it back up. Right here, right here, right here. A little more, a little more, a little more. And here we go. Knees in and out. Going to feel this in the inner thighs and in the outer thighs. Listen, if at any point your knees hurt, back up. Don't get them as close. Keep the knees open, keep the legs open, lift a little higher. This time bring the arms all the way up over the head. Lift a little higher in your bridge. Now we're in a nice big super bridge. Now bring your arms up to the ceiling as you slowly place your vertebrae one at a time into the mat. Slow is better. Slow is better. You're going to be able to get between each of those vertebrae that way. And knees come up to the chest. Give yourself a hug here. Okay, straighten your left leg. Intertwine your fingers over your right shin. Elbows are open wide. Press that thigh deeply into your right lower belly. Now we're going to do belly breath just so we can get some good massage, good compression for the ascending colon. Belly presses into the thigh and releases. Now, every time you exhale, you can press more firmly into that shin and bring the leg down even more to open the hips some more. And nice. Okay. Right leg goes up to the ceiling, left arm opens into a T position. Yogi toe lock on the big toe, or you can grab the ankle. Slowly bring the leg off to the side. Slowly. Nice. Flex the heel. Oh, yeah. Feel it all the way up into the inner thigh. Flex the heel some more and soften that right arm, that right shoulder. They're just a weight on the right leg. And take some good inhales, exhales here, taking it all the way into the groin where you're getting a huge opening with this. And bend that right knee, bring it back to center, straighten that leg, bring it to the ground. Bring the left knee up. Intertwine your fingers over that shin, elbows to the sides, press down using your biceps. Okay, here we go. Big, nice crease at the bottom of the torso, top of your thigh. Make it even deeper by pressing more. Make sure those shoulders aren't creeping up to your ears. Put in that belly breath for descending colon work. So you can do your candles blowout if you want to activate deep core muscle too here. Just a little added workout for the core. All right, that leg goes straight up to the ceiling. The right arm goes in a T position. Yogi toe lock around that left toe, or of course you can grab the ankle or lower on the leg, depending on where you can grab it. Okay, try to keep pressing through that heel as you bring the leg slowly down to the left. Feel the left inner thigh, left groin open with this move. All right. Now, if you want to bend the left elbow a little bit, you might get even more stretch in that leg. And then make that arm really heavy as a weight. That's just taking this left leg to the side here. A few breaths here. Get it into the groin. Take that breath deep into the groin. Bend the knee, bring it back to center, bring both knees to center, give yourself a nice stretch. Legs up to the ceiling here, open them nice and wide, flex the heels. Arms are in a T position and circling. Little circles with the heels are flexed. Reverse. Keep the legs here, bend the knees, take your hands and grab the bottoms of your feet. Bend your elbows to bend your knees, happy baby pose. Oh, now you're really open in the groin, feel that. Try to keep your lower back connected to the ground as you rock side to side here. Groin, lower back, all in this very sweet package, happy baby. Thinking of little Eloise. I guess she's not a baby anymore. Okay, side to side, nice. Bring those knees together. Nice stretch here. Okay, straighten your right leg. Turn the palms down into the ground. Okay, actually put your left foot into the ground with the knee bent. Okay, pick up your lower back and just scooch it a few inches to the left. Left knee stays bent, bring it up toward your body. Now, right arm is out in a T position with the palm up. Slowly roll over to your right side. Let the right knee drop into the ground. So you don't have a spinal twist here. You're just laying on your right side. All right. Arm comes up to the ceiling. Reach it up. Now listen up. When we bring this arm back, it is only going to turn the upper back and the rib cage. No lower back twisting at all. So slowly reach that left arm behind you. Feel the rib cage twist. Feel the upper back twist. Don't let your hand touch the floor. Now reach away from you with those left fingertips. Really reach as much as you can. Okay, I just started rolling all the way over to the left. Okay, I got to stay on the right. That's kind of cheating, right? So stay on your right side as you reach the left arm back. Now, a little up and down with that arm, not toward the ceiling, but up and down as if you're trying to reach toward the top of your mat and then toward the bottom of your mat. Fabulous shoulder work here. Okay, now bring it up as much as you can and then slowly down, all the way down. And then bring it back and up again. Now listen, this time customize this. When you feel like you hit this really super hot spot, stay there, reach, and again, up and down, right there, right where you feel it. Now, turn the palm toward the ground and just up and down toward the ground a little bit here. Just a little patting toward the ground, like pat, pat, pat. Slower than that, though, not that fast. Nice. Now turn the palm up again. Bring the arm up over the head and all the way over so that it meets the other arm. And then roll to your back again. Straighten your spine, straighten everything out. Okay, this time, left leg straight, right knee bent, press the right foot into the ground. Lift your lower back, move it over to the right a few inches. Okay, now you're set up. Now we can keep the back nice and straight in this position. Now bring the right arm up and then over, and then slowly roll onto your left side all the way over, and then bring that right knee bent into the floor. Bring the right arm to the ceiling. Reach up to the ceiling. Now listen, this is what I did wrong. When I was pulling my arm back, I started moving too much of my, well, listen, forget it. I'm not going to get into details of that. Okay, reaching up to the ceiling, sorry, reach, 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 reach. Get that arm really elevated from the shoulder joint. Now, slowly as you bring it back, let the rib cage come with it, but stay on your left side so that left shoulder is still in the ground. That's what I did. I rolled off that opposite shoulder. Now, reach out from here. Reach out, really reach out, and then up and down with the hand, not patting, but up and down. Just feel this. It's really deep in the pecs and the shoulder. Also goes into the bicep. Okay, now lift that arm up. You're not going to get too far. And then slowly down. Coming up, here's where we customize. So when you're coming up, you're going to hit a hot spot. You're going to hit a hot spot. And when you're right in the middle of that hot spot, stay there, up and down. Okay, now turn your palm to the ground and pat. Now turn your palm up and bring that arm all the way over so that it's stacked on top of the left arm. Once it is, just roll onto your back again. Okay, nice. Okay, knees to the chest. Now let's get a spinal twist. All right, glue your legs together. Your knees are up at the hip level there. So glue them together tightly, soften into the shoulders, and just rock back and forth with the legs glued. Long, the lower back here. And then next time the legs come to the right, let them fall into the ground. Again, if you have a pillow or something you want to put under the legs, that would be just fine. Now, if you want to, you can take that top knee and lift it a little higher than the bottom knee, getting a little bit more twist in there if that feels good. Be aware of your breath, the movement of your rib cage as you breathe. If you took that top leg higher, slide it down because you need to glue the legs together again, bring them back to center. Let's just do some circles here. Release the lower back right in the middle. Reverse. T-pose again. Make sure those arms aren't higher than the shoulders. Glue those legs together. Slowly bring them down to the left side. Again, put a few breaths in there. Make the breath part of the pose, the movement of your rib cage, the movement of your breath. Again, you can take that top knee and make it a little higher if you want. Stack the knees again, glue them, bring them back to center here. Okay, side to side. And releasing that lower back. Cross at the ankles, flick your feet up to the ceiling, and then down to the bottom of your mat. And come into tabletop pose. Fingers are spread apart and the middle finger is making a T to the top of your mat. Press into the edges of your palms, everyone. Suction cup the middle of them, lifting them from the mat. Press into each finger and the joint of each of your fingers. Look at your fingers. Look how many joints you have, right? You have the ones in the bottom, right? On the lower part of your hand, you have the one in the middle, and even beneath the fingernail. Press into all of them. Okay, now swing your hips to the right and then press forward into the palms and draw that right hip to the back right corner of your mat. Nice. Now walk your paws to the left, bend your elbows, and drop down into this. So we've got a nice opening for the right lower back. We also have a nice opening for the right hip. Not to mention a beautiful extension of the spine here. Walk your hands back onto the mat to the center. Lift back up to tabletop here. Recalibrate your tabletop. Swing your hips to the left. Press those hips way back there, back left corner of your mat. Once they get there, walk your hands to the right, one or two little steps. Nice stretch here for the side, left side of your torso. Now you can drop your elbows, drop your head, hang out, just feel your breath in this pose. Notice the opening in the left hip, left lower back. Walking your hands back onto your mat to center, lift up to tabletop again. Take the left knee in just a few inches, take the right leg out and flex that heel. Press that heel way out. Press into your hands. So listen, don't collapse into the shoulders. Keep pressing into the hands. Keep the shoulder blades nice and wide. Check it out. What if you brought your shoulder blades slowly together? See how your shoulders are collapsing, the chest is dropping. Now press into the hands, widen the shoulder blades, using those rhomboid muscles between them, and nice stable shoulders. Lift that right heel a little higher. Here comes the glutes, and pulse. Keep pressing through that flexed heel as you pulse. Okay, so leg is active, super active. Now bend the knee, press the heel to the ceiling, and pulse there. Keep pressing into the hands. Don't collapse into the shoulders. Keep them nice and strong and open. Okay, bring that right knee to the side. Straighten the leg and bend it. Straighten the leg and bend it. Straighten, bend, straighten and hold. Tap the foot to the ground and bring it up again. If you can't get it all the way to the ground, just as close as you can, no big deal. Feel how that left hip is working. Keep the leg lifted, take it behind you, bring it down. Bring that right knee next to the left. Now we're going to straighten out the left leg behind us. Heel is flexed. Press into the hands, widen at the shoulder blades. Lift that left heel, it's super flexed, and up and down here. So the entire time that you're pulsing, you keep pressing through that flexed heel. You're keeping that leg super long. Going to feel yourself working back of that leg. Nice. Bend the knee. Press it up to the ceiling. Flex here. Take the knee to the side. Straighten the leg. Bend. Straighten. Nice and slow. Straighten. Straighten. One more. Straighten. Tap it to the ground and lift. Tap it, lift. Keep breathing. These aren't easy. And swing the leg all the way up. Bring the knee down. Find your pose again. Find your table pose. Oh, feel those hips. Round your tailbone. Press your hips back toward your heels. Feel the spine lengthen. Press your hands forward. Drop your head. Active child's pose. Right? A child's pose that's a little on fire. Drop your elbows into the mat and lift your tail a little. I know you can't much here. And then glide forward with your chest staying close to the mat. When your chest comes between your hands, open and lift the chest. And you're in cow pose. Fire up your cow pose by pressing into the bottoms of your palms, bending your elbows back just a teeny, like a micro bend, and pressing your collarbone forward. Getting the upper spine strengthened here and lengthened. Keep everything as is. Just roll the tail toward the ground. There's your pelvic tuck. Your tuck. Do you feel that? There's that same tuck we did. Tuck, 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 tuck. Now, keep that tuck and lift the spine slowly to the ceiling, dropping your head. Ooh, feel all the space between your shoulder blades. You want more? Turn the inner elbows so they're facing each other. Bend the elbows, little micro bends to the side, and really widen that space. Give yourself a rib cage breath right here. Keep the neck relaxed. One more rib cage breath right here. You can even do a candles blowout if you want to work the abs. And inner elbows facing more forward now. Lift the tail. Dropping the belly, dropping the lower back. Oh, here we go. Press into the bottoms of your palms. Send your collarbones forward. And another cat. And back to table. Okay, take your left hand in just about an inch. We're going to thread the needle. Take your right arm up and then send that hand palm up behind the left wrist. Slide it out there as you drop down into your right shoulder. Left hand, it does not matter what you do with it as long as your left shoulder stays relaxed. You can just put on your body, you can bring it up to the ceiling, you can bind, whatever you want. Okay, now awareness right at that right shoulder girdle area, all around the right shoulder. Notice your body, get accustomed to this. Take down the guard, it brings down the guard. You don't do it, your body does it. Starts getting used to it, trusting the pose, and then you drop more weight into it naturally. Left hand at the front of your face. Press that hand into the ground, straighten the arm to release. Okay, tabletop. Get in that position again. Take your right hand in only about an inch. Lift the left arm, swing it up. Behind the wrist, drop down, other side. Rearrange that right hand, right arm so that you're comfortable. Focus is on the left shoulder only. Take your right hand into the mat, straighten that arm to lift and release the left arm. Okay, curl your toes. Take your hips back toward your heels. Walk your hands back, sit on your heels, and open the bottoms of your feet, bottoms of your toes. Good stretch for the plantar fascia at the bottom of the feet. The fascia starts at your heels on the bottoms of your feet and then branches out toward each toe. If you want to just kind of get a visual of that underneath you've heard of plantar fasciitis, people get inflammation there. So here we're just really opening up that soft tissue. Fingertips into the ground, lift your knees, come into a squat pose. Okay, now hands in Namaste Mudra, rock side to side in your squat, to the left and to the right. Keep your weight back as much as you can, more into the heels than into the toes. Okay, and just settle, still yourself at center. Open your arms nice and wide. Press your arms into your inner thighs just to open this up some more. Bring some of your weight back. Even if you fall onto your butt, you're what? An inch or two from the ground, you won't hurt yourself. So come back, come back, come back. Nice. Now turn your palms behind you. This is for people who want to bind this. Otherwise, stay where you are. Bend the elbows. Take the hands behind the ankle and drop your head. Binders can release. Bring your arms out again. Bring the hands in Namaste Mudra again. Okay, listen up. I want you to lift from the pelvic floor. So you squeeze up from the anus and from the pubic bone. Okay, actually from the vagina, those two openings, you squeeze them up almost like you're trying to pick something up with them. Hold it. Come on up. Open the arms nice and wide. Hands in arms in a cactus pose. Turn your feet forward. Bend your knees. Go to the right and then to the left. Now listen, try to keep your knees from moving. You're only moving your torso. So feel the torso turn. Back to center. Both arms are up, legs straighten. Feet come out again. Hands in Namaste Mudra. We're coming down. No pelvic lifting here. Leave the pelvic floor nice and relaxed. And hang out here. Ready? Lift up from the pelvic floor, those 2 points. Lift them up. Come up. Open. Toes facing forward. Swan dive forward, halfway down, looking down at the ground here. Turn your palms up to the ceiling, pinkies forward. Bring your arms together behind you. Come down some more. More, as much as you can come down. Bend your elbows, intertwine your fingers. Squeeze your palms together, straighten your arms, bring your knuckles to the ceiling. Relax your head. Sit in a chair. Knuckles are behind you. Bring the knuckles forward, or bring the hands forward. Come on up. Inhale, come on down. Just a nice standing wide-legged fold right here. Heel toe your feet in, 1 or 2 little heel toes. Bend your right knee. Take your right fingertips or right hand into the, like right in the middle front of your feet. Lift the left arm. Lift the left sitting bone. Feel that sciatic nerve nice and open in the back of the left leg. Listen up. Bend the left knee. Sit your butt way back in a kindergarten chair. Lift your right arm forward. Sit a little deeper. Straighten your legs to lift up. Your right arm comes overhead and you're twisted to the left, arching behind you. Straighten up, right arm forward, left arm back. Sit in that chair. You're in a rotated chair again. Take the left arm forward. Come up. Swan dive forward here. Back down. A nice fold right here. Enjoy it. Left hand comes to the center in front of the legs. This time the left knee bends, the right sitting bone comes up. Can you feel that already behind the right leg? Now bring the right arm up. Give this a few breaths here. Bend your right knee. Push your butt back and down. Lift your left arm forward. You're in a twisted chair now. Straighten the legs. Left arm comes up and over. Twisting to the left this time. Left arm forward, right arm back. Sit in a chair. Swing the right arm over, lift. And exhale, bring it down. Okay, walk it into a down dog from here, however you want to do that. And just get used to your down dog. Pressing your chest back toward your legs. Fingers are nice and wide. All right. Left foot comes in just off center. Right leg sweeps up. Press into the hands to send the chest back toward that left leg. Flex the left heel. Open the hips to the right. Excuse me, the right heel I meant. Lift the right leg a little higher. Now bend the knee. Let that leg come back. Circle the foot. Nice, big, full circles. Lead with the big toe. Reverse. Straighten that leg. Turn your hips facing the mat again. Look forward. Space between your hands is where you're going to place your right foot. Shimmy the left toes back. Make sure the foot's on a different track than the right. As far back as you can get it. You know how we like the wide lunges. Now, squeeze the left butt cheek. You're going to feel the inner thigh react too. Keep the squeeze. Press the left heel back. Here comes calf muscles. Now press firmly into your right foot and straighten that front leg. Wide triangle. Walk your hands back, or excuse me, wide pyramid. Walk your hands back. If you want more load on that right leg, right hip, bend your elbows back, drop your body weight down toward your right leg. Keep pressing that left heel back. Now bend the right knee, walk your hands forward. Right knee comes over the ankle. Gently drop the left knee, top of the left foot into your mat. Walk your hands up to the top of your right thigh or keep them down into the mat onto your fingertips. Press the hips forward, getting a left hip flexor stretch here. Fingertips come back down, curl those back toes, lift that back knee off the mat. Okay, look back at the left foot. Take it out to the side, 45 degrees, hop it forward a bit. Make sure you're on the different tracks. We're coming up, warrior one. Okay. So the leg that you cannot see behind you, we're going to fire it up. Squeeze the left butt cheek, press the energy down that leg, lock into the outer edge of that left foot. Okay, once you have that, reach forward with both arms and with your torso. Reach, 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 reach. Turn the palms away from one another. Bring your arms back. Grab a big beach ball behind you and squeeze it. Keep those shoulders away from your ears. Press them down toward your fingertips. Okay, take your arms forward again. Lift up. Take the right arm forward, let the top of that hand drop into the right inner thigh. Lift the left fingertips to the ceiling. So you keep that right leg exactly where it is as you reach back with the left arm. Reach, 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 reach. And then you turn that palm to the ground and release the right arm. You are in warrior two now. Rotate that right palm up. Those of you who want to bind that left arm, bind it. Otherwise, you're just going to let that left arm drop as the right arm comes over for reverse warrior. Back to warrior two again. Soften the shoulders, reach out through the fingertips. Now reach out through the drishti on your, just beyond your right middle finger. Drop the right arm inside the right leg. Lift the left arm for your bent knee triangle. Binders, this is your place to bind. Release the bind. If you have a bind, take that arm over your ear for intense side stretch. Give your body a moment to really feel this, unlocking your left waist, really opening up the side of your left rib cage, down the side of your left leg. Again, locking into the outer edge of that left foot. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Straighten the right leg, turn those toes so that they're both facing the edge of your mat. We're going to come down for an inversion. Nice inversion here as you really release the spine. And then, of course, let the weight of your skull be traction for the neck, for the upper spine. Relax your jaw. Press your hands into the ground, straighten your arms, walk your hands forward, and then press forward with your hands. Drop your head between your biceps, press your chest back between your legs. Wide dog. Glide forward again, walk your hands back to your mat. Turn the right toe so that it's facing the front of your mat. Lift the left toes, turn that foot facing forward, and we're moving it into pigeon pose from here. Remember to level those hips to the ground before you come down. Curling your left toes, taking your hands, planting them underneath your shoulders into your mat. Lift that left knee, squeeze the left butt cheek, press into the hands, send the right leg back, come into down dog again. Right foot comes in just off center. Left leg lifts up for a three-legged dog here. Press the chest back. Flex that left heel, get it a little higher. Open your. I'm not sure how to help you with that. Open your lip. What is that thing called? That thing that talks to you. It just started talking to me. Okay, anyway, lift your left ankle to the ceiling. Bring that leg back a bit, bend the knee. Now circle the ankle by circling the foot. Try to lead with your big toe. Think about your big toe leading the way. Reverse. Straighten that leg. Turn your hips toward the mat. Look forward. That space between your hands is where you're going to place your left foot. Get into a really nice wide lunge by shimming those right toes back. Make sure you're on different tracks. Press the right heel back. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Press firmly into the left foot. Straighten that leg. Here we go. Coming back into pyramid pose, a wide one. Walking the hands back a bit. And then, of course, if you want more, you bend the elbows back. Drop your torso weight toward the leg. Don't forget your breath. Look for it in here. Gently coming forward with that left knee. Dropping the right one into the mat. Top of the right foot. Picking up the torso. Getting hands to the top of the left thigh or into the ground if that feels better for you. Sending your hips forward. Getting a nice release for the right hip flexor this time. Releasing from that, fingertips come back into the ground, curl the right toes, lift the right knee off the ground, send that right foot out about 45 degrees, separate. You may have to hop it forward a bit and separate the feet so you're on different tracks. Come up. Warrior one with left leg forward. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Press that energy down the leg, lock it into the edge of that foot. Nice. From here, we can reach forward.
And this time, take that big beach ball in front of you and squeeze it. So instead of working on the back, we're working on the chest. Really using that left leg here. And bring it up. Warrior one again. Left arm comes forward, falls inside of that thigh, the top of the hand does. Reach up with the right fingertips. Bring that arm back slowly. Really use all your range of motion here. Palm to the ground, release the left arm. You can bind that right arm or not. Left palm up to the ceiling and then overhead. Back to warrior two. Reach out through the fingertips, right and left. Reach forward toward that left drishti. Drop that arm inside the leg, right arm comes up. Open the chest to the right. Binders, you can put a bind in here. Take the bind out. Arm comes over the ear, stretch, stretch, release from the right waist, the right rib cage. Feel all of this. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Warrior one. Come forward and down into pigeon pose. Make sure you take those right toes and face them forward. And then left knee out to the side. Good access to that left hip. Level the hips, come down. And slowly bring it up. Curl the right toes, lift that knee off the ground, press into the hands, release the left leg back. Walk both feet to the center of your mat. Bend the knees, drop your belly into your thighs or close to them, drop your head, grab the backs of your ankles. All right, let's put in 3 ribcage breaths with candle blowout here. And at the end of that candle blowout, really engage the deepest part of your core if you feel it. If you don't feel it, it is getting engaged. You can almost feel that deep belly pick up. Inhale, rib cage, especially into the back ribs. Candles blow out. Rib cage. Blow them out slowly. Swing the arms back, lift them up. Inhale. Okay, left arm comes down, right arm bends, takes the side of that leg. You know what? Let's just shake things out a little bit before we do that. Let's just oh, I know what we'll do. Maybe we did this last time. I can't remember if we did. I think we did. Yeah, because I didn't do it with the in-person. Let's do this. So get your shoulder joints really relaxed and your arms really relaxed. So you're just using the weight of your body and some momentum to open things up. Now, also, if you can smack yourself at the hips with your hands, that's great. It's really good stimulation for the nerves of the lower torso area, pelvic floor. Okay, back to center. Here we go. Okay, now we're gonna, oh, yes, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the neck. When you're standing, try to put about the same amount of weight or load into each leg. Most of us have a tendency to kind of load on one leg. We have our favorite loading leg. Try to get them more or less the same. And no matter where you are, you're standing in line at the grocery store, whenever you're standing, try to just kind of check in with even loading on the legs. Of course, that's the hips too. Okay, right arm comes up, bend the elbow, take the left side of the head with the right arm, soften the shoulders deliberately. Now press the right ear toward the right shoulder. And just hang out here and breathe into the left opening of your neck muscles. And release that. Right arm comes down, left arm comes up. Bend the elbow, take the side of the head, deliberately soften those shoulders. And then press into the head, left ear, left shoulder. There's the right neck muscles. Breathing into them. Taking it to center. Okay, now legs about hip distance apart, we're going to waterfall. So first we're going to splash up, get to the top of the waterfall. When you come down, when the water drops down, bend your knees, sit back, and exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, get back on top. Splash down, mouth open. Inhale up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, keep it down there. All right, you can bend your knees and gently clasp opposite hands to elbows. I mean, elbows bend, knees too. And just let your spine open up here, your neck. Drop your hands, release your elbows, slowly coming up, straightening, equalizing the weight in the right and the left leg, lifting the shoulders to the ears. Taking the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Don't lift the shoulders, just squeeze them back. Now drop them down. That takes the scapula down. Now bring them forward. Lift them up. Send them back. So what we're actually doing here is we are rotating the wing bones. Forward, back. Okay, now come forward. We're reversing. Back. There. Inhale, arms overhead. Hands in Namaste Mudra overhead. Drop the mudra to your heart. Drop your elbows, your shoulders, and finally your forehead to your fingertips. Just feel the energy of your body. Feel the weight in your legs, in your feet. Soften your lower back. Just let it soften. And release down to the floor, belly down. Okay, so of course we're coming into our restorative crocodile pose. Feet are toed in, palms are stacked, forehead on the top hand, and you're just relaxing. Now notice if you're holding on to any tension here. I'm coming up just so I'm not muffled. Notice if you're holding on to any tension here, maybe across the shoulders or in the buttocks. And if you notice that, that's a beautiful thing. That means you're very aware of your body, and just stay there with it. Notice the area and breathe into that area. See what happens. See how it changes. All right. So, elbows underneath your shoulders, hands placed down. Sphinx pose. Now, press deeply into your hands, into your elbows. And now begin to press your chest forward as you want to drag your hands back, but they're stuck into your sticky mat. Okay, that's a lower back strengthener. And this one, like I can't go very deeply into it tonight because of my lower back, but I would look the same if I was going deep into it, right? It's really an internal intensity that you can put into this pose to make it, more or less intense. Release that, drop your head. Okay, coming down, bringing your hands to either side of your chest, getting ready for cobra pose, pulling your elbows in toward your body, lifting your pubic bone, rolling it up to your belly button, dropping it back down. And then slowly bring yourself up. Not what I'm doing. I'm not doing a cobra tonight. I'm modifying, but you know what to do there. Slowly bringing yourself up, really recruiting those back muscles to do the work versus pressing into the hands. And now bring yourself down just as slowly as you came up. And then once your forehead touches the ground, come up for another. Nice and slow and controlled. Okay, and once you get up in that cobra or back bend for the back benders, maybe you want to look over one shoulder gently. Draw one shoulder back, look over. Just if that feels good to put that little lateral twist in there, and then to the other side. And then back to center. And slowly bring yourself down. And then once you get down and you tap your forehead onto the mat, turn your head to one side, release your arms to the sides, elbows bent, palms up. And just use this pose to release your neck. Now there's one, for most of us, for the majority of us, turning our head to one side versus the other feels more comfortable. But try to get both sides. Even though you have that one comfortable side, try to do the other one. So slowly turn your head to the other side. And then bring your head back to center, palms chest level, push up into tabletop pose. Curl your tail. Press forward into the hands as you slowly draw the hips back into a slow, easy child's pose. This one's going to stretch us out at the end of practice. Okay, take a couple more breaths there. And then if you are staying for Shavasana, you can turn your body over and come into Shavasana pose. Okay, so just release your weight, all of it. So just allow the earth to take your weight, allow the ground to hold you up. And then notice your breath and the sensations of breathing. So naturally, you're going to have some thoughts, emotions, sounds, all sorts of things come into your awareness. Just refocus on the breath after you've noticed those things. Try to notice the breath as precisely as you can, the in breath and the out breath. And now just notice the sensations of your body. So give up, relinquish the shape of your body, right? Your eyes are closed, so forget that. Just be that ever changing cloud of sensations, pressure and temperature and all sorts of sensations. They rise and they fall. Just notice them. Whatever comes into your awareness, just notice that. So take your awareness all the way down to your feet and notice the pressure of the heels touching the mat or touching the ground. Let that pressure soften. Just feel it softening. And then feel both feet softening. Tops of the feet, soles of the feet, toes, the tips of the toes. Let the feet be really soft. Notice the energy of the feet, especially the soles of the feet. Notice the vibrations down there. Nerves, nerve endings. Now notice the weight of both your legs and release all that weight. They're going to actually feel a little heavier when you release that. And then maybe they get lighter, whatever you sense, be with it. Now take your awareness to your lower back and your buttocks and let them really soften toward the ground. Let the hips really open up. Let the groin open up. Let your lower belly be really soft. And feel how even if your belly, or excuse me, even if your rib cage breathing, your belly moves too. Notice the movement of your breath at your belly. You can turn it into a belly breath, no problem. It's not as if you should never do belly breath, but it shouldn't be our go-to breath. So soften the belly. Yeah, soften the belly and do some belly breathing here. When you inhale, the belly rises. And when you exhale, the belly drops. Oh, take that exhale all the way down to the lower back. Release it. Inhale, belly rises and opens. Exhale, belly drops, releases. Take it all the way to the lower back. Deep release. One more. Now let's go up to the rib cage. Notice the rib cage opening and closing as the lungs expand and contract with your breath. And rather than be in your head, a feeling of being in your head, looking down at your lungs, try to be right at your torso, receiving that opening and those sensations. Yeah, let the rib cage be nice and soft and supple. And now go to your upper back. Really let go. Let go of all the muscles up there. Feel your wing bones drop more deeply into the ground. And now notice the weight of your arms. Make them heavier. And then sometimes when they get really heavy, they can start to turn a little light. It depends on your body. And now notice where the tops of your hands are touching the ground or your mat and soften into those spots. And feel your hands really relax from the inside out, deep, deep, deep in the palms and the fingers and the fingertips. And again, those vibrations in the palms and the nerve endings there, just like the soles of your feet. And now notice the place where the back of your skull touches the ground or your pillow. And just drop back into that spot more deeply. Release the weight of your skull. Feel your neck relax, your jaw, your tongue, your lips, the bridge of your nose, your cheekbones, space between your eyebrows, your eyeballs. Really let the eyeballs drop in their sockets and rest. Forehead and scalp, temples and the back of the head. And then just go inside behind the forehead first, frontal lobe, front part of your brain. Just let it relax. Midbrain, way at the back, brainstem. So just experience your entire body and all the sensations and the breath. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you'd like to put a prayer, a sankalpa, or an intention in here, you can do so now. So you're just forming a little seed of energy I mean, everything's energy, right? Einstein said it. So are thoughts. And then on your next exhale, release that seed. Release that little bundle of energy into the universe. And just relax and open your mind. Feel the spaciousness of your body and the inner peace that's coursing through it now. Okay, slowly making your transition. Rolling to your right side. And then slowly coming to seated pose. All right. When you're there, spread your arms out wide, open up your palms, inhale up. Exhale, release that breath. Namaste. Thank you, ladies. Have a wonderful evening, a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you later. So, Mary and Fern, we have 2 more weeks left of live stream. And as you both know, because you've been doing this so long, no live stream this summer. But we do have 2 more weeks left. Okay, good night.